Hello there everyone. I hope you all are doing well and safe. Welcome to the second part of the basics in SolidWorks 2020. We will look at the sketch tools in detail today. So let us all make a basic sketch. Choose a front plane. You have now initiated a sketch. Let's look at the line feature. Choose the line, and now you just need to take a point and draw a line. That's it. And you specify the other end of the line. Okay, so that's a line. Let's look at other forms of lines. We can draw a center line. The difference between a basic line and a center line is just that this one is meant for constructions. You can click on the line and then it'll give you the properties, and then it's going to tell you that it's for construction. So this one won't be part of your basic sketch. You won't be able to extrude this line. These are mostly used to draw construction lines to help you assist in drawing your sketch. We'll see that later. The next line we see is the midpoint line. So in this you can select a point and then it's going to draw the line from the midpoint. There you go. So you can get an exact line from the midpoint. Now we'll see a circle, a basic circle. Take the origin and then just specify whatever diameter you want, and then you get a circle. And then in the last episode we saw how to dimension them. So you just hit Smart Dimension, click on the circle, and then you get dimension. Let's put a proper dimension on it. There you go. The other circle is a perimeter circle, so you need 3 points for it. So let's go ahead and make 3 points. Hit the point. So this is also another sketch feature. It's a point, 1, 2, 3. So if you want a circle to pass through all these 3 points, you can select the perimeter circle, select one point, the other point, and your third point. So you get a circle to pass through all 3 points. The next feature we look at is a rectangle. Let's look at the basic rectangle. That's a corner rectangle. Select a point, and then you select the other corner of the point, and then you get a rectangle. The next rectangle is a 3-point corner rectangle. It's the same. You select the center, and then you select how much breadth or length you want, and then you get the third. Sorry, you can select the height of the rectangle. Alright, and the third one, the fourth rectangle, is the 3-point center rectangle, in which you can specify the center first, go to extremity, and then it'll automatically expand from the center. So that's a 3-point center rectangle. The fourth one is a parallelogram. You can obviously specify 3 points, and then you get a parallelogram. So we've learned about lines, circles, rectangles, and points. Okay, now let us look at the arcs. How to draw an arc. Let's draw the basic arc. That's a center point arc. We take okay, let's first create a point anywhere here, and then let us select a center point arc. It's basically a arc that we can draw. You specify the center, specify whatever point you want to draw the arc, and your third point. There you go. You get an arc. So if you want to draw a conical shape, you just draw this and this, two lines. There you go. The next arc is a tangent arc. So to draw a tangent arc, first you'll need a line to get the tangent. So let's draw an arc tangential to this line. There you go. Whatever you do, the arc will always be a tangent to the line. There you go. The third arc is a 3-point arc, just as the 3-point circle. But now you'll get a 3-point arc. So let us specify 3 points anywhere. And if you want an arc to pass through all 3 points, select the 3-point arc, select your first point, your second point, and your third point. There you go. You get an arc with 3 points. Finally, we will look at polygons. For polygon, you can select let's create a point, and then you select the polygon features in the sketch, select the center of the polygon, and you get a polygon. And then you can vary whatever. If you want 7 sides, you can hit 7, and then it's going to give you a 7-sided polygon. If you want a hexagon, you say 6. There you go. If you say 4, you'll get a square. There you go. And then you can get it inscribed circle in it, or a circumscribed circle that passes through all 4 corners of the square. There you go. Alright, so now we are left with the slots. Let's create some slots. Deselect polygon. Let's select a slot. Let's select the basic straight slot. If you want, okay, let's create 2 points. We need 2 points for this. So if you want a slot to pass through these 2 points, you hit the slot feature, click on the first point, second point, and then you get a slot. You can obviously vary the distance between the two points using your smart dimensions. You can say 250, and then you can also specify this distance and say 50. There you go, you get a slot. The next sketch is the variations of the slot feature. Now you can get a center point straight slot. So this feature, you can specify the center of the slot and then the other point for the slot. So now you get an equally spaced slot. Let's make it horizontal. There you go. And then you give it the width. So you get an equally spaced slot. This can be used when you just know one point and the other extremity, but you also require the slot to be on this side to be of equal distance. So then you hit that and then specify the center and the extremity, and then you get them both equal on both sides. So all these tools are going to be handy in making your life simpler. The third slot is a 3-point arc slot. That is, it's the same as the other slots, but now you can specify the arc. First point, your second point, and then you can give it an arc. There you go. Okay, let's see a more practical application of this. Let's say you have 3 points and you want to pass a slot through it for whatever reason to give some clearance on those holes, right? So we say 3-point arc slot. select the 3 points, and you get a slot in between. Now you can put your 3 fasteners in between them, and you get a nice space or a slotted hole in between. The next one is the same as a center point straight slot, but now it's in an arc. So you hit that. Let's create 3 points first, and now we can pass a slot through it. Center point arc slot, this, oh, there you go. So you say center point arc slot. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Center point arc slot, you can specify the center of it and then the 2 extremities. So that's your center, that's your other point, and your third point. So you can specify the center for it, for the slot. And then the next feature we look at is the sketch fillet. So for this, let us first create a rectangle. Create a rectangle. And now if you want to create a radii on the 2 corners, if you want to give the corners a radius instead of this sharp edge on the corner, you just hit the entities to fillet, select the 2 edges, and then it's going to show you your radius there. You can, however, vary it using the fillet parameters. If you want a 20 millimeter radius there, you hit that, and then it's going to do it on its own. Now you can do the same to the other corners by just selecting the edges. There you go. You get nice smooth corners now, right? And then instead of the radii, if you want it to have a straight line, if you want to have a chamfer on it, you can select the chamfer. Let's first create a rectangle, and then it's the same procedure. Go to the sketch chamfer, select your 2 corners, and there you go. You can select the chamfer, how much of the chamfer you want. If you want a 10 mm or 20 mm chamfer, it's up to you. Select the other edges. There you go. And then you can vary this by saying 20. There you go. Does it on its own. There you go. So we've seen lines, we've seen circles, we've seen arcs, we've seen rectangles, slots, polygons, sketch fillets, and last but not least, we'll see ellipse. Let's see how to make an ellipse. Select the basic ellipse, and you select a point and the other point. There you go, get an ellipse. It's the same with the other features. If you need a partial ellipse, then you select a point, another point, and a third point, and then you can draw the ellipse of how much you want to finish it at. There you go, it's a partial ellipse. If you need a parabola, you specify 2 points, and then you drag it around. Oh, it's too big. Parabola, 1 point. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. If you want to sketch a conic feature, you select 2 points, and then you can drag around the conic and get the desired shape. There you go. All these tools are going to be helpful in your drawings, whatever the drawing needs. These are just points that are going to help you, or sketch features that are going to help you make the sketch. Alright, we've seen all these features today. Stay tuned to the next lecture where we will see all the other sketch features. It's your text and creating planes, and also these other features that are going to help you in creating a complex sketch. Right. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you stay safe and have a nice day.